The car smells like hot vinyl and gasoline. A paper bag sweats in your lap, cash, tiny and heavy. You don't look at it. You watch mirrors. A green light feels like permission. A red light feels like a trap. Somewhere, a name is being said into a radio. This is your life, level by level, inside an arms pipeline for a drug cartel. The courier. When every handshake could be your last. You move at night because the streets remember faces in daylight. A bus ticket in one pocket, a folded address in the other. The package is never dramatic, an envelope of bills rubber banded tight, a cigar box with pistol magazines wrapped in shop rags. You sit in the back of a taxi and keep your eyes on the driver's hands. You learn which corner stores have a payphone that actually works. The rules are simple until they aren't. No names, no questions, no stopping for gas once you're rolling. You tell yourself it's just a drop. You tell yourself you're disposable, so nobody cares. You tell yourself that makes you safe. Then a patrol car idles too long at the curb, and your mouth goes dry. Your payment is small but real, folded 20s, a carton of cigarettes, a borrowed pistol that smells like oil. The cost is attention. You become a moving target with no armor, a heartbeat carrying someone else's problem through the dark. The middleman, where alliances are as fragile as the merchandise. Now you don't just deliver. You arrange. A diner booth at 2 a.m., a coffee you don't drink, a man in a windbreaker who never says your name. You keep 2 notebooks, one fake with grocery lists, one real in your head. The merchandise is bigger. Crates marked, machine parts, duffel bags that clink wrong, serial numbers filed off so smooth they feel like river stones. You spend your days walking money into clean places. A tire shop that sells 20 new rims. A nightclub that sold out on a Tuesday. You watch the cashier stamp receipts like prayers. You tell yourself the paper makes it legal. You tell yourself the uniforms you meet are just businessmen. You tell yourself you're the bridge, not the blade. But bridges get burned first. Your power is access introductions, phone numbers, a lieutenant's nod when you walk in. Your burden is balance. One bad exchange and everyone audits you. Missing bills, late crates, the wrong face at the table. Trust turns brittle in your hands, like glass warmed over a flame. The broker. As profits rise, so do the whispers of betrayal. You stop using public phones. You stop meeting in places with windows. A lawyer's office after hours. A warehouse with only one entrance. You talk to suppliers who wear cologne and carry invoices, and to men who carry rifles like they're part of their spine. The numbers swell, 5 figures becomes 6, then 7, moved through import companies, construction crews, agricultural equipment that never arrives anywhere. Your job is to connect the artery to the heart. A shipment of rifles becomes a set of deposits spread across 3 banks and 2 cities. A customs contact wants his cut in an envelope, no fingerprints, delivered to his cousin's mailbox. You tell yourself this is logistics. You tell yourself everyone is already compromised. You tell yourself you can read a liar by the pause before they answer. Then an unfamiliar question lands too neatly, and you feel the hair on your arms rise. You gain real money, an apartment with a guard, a pager that gets answered, a seat at a table with crystal glasses. You also become the name people mention when something disappears. At this level, success isn't a ladder, it's a spotlight you can't turn off. You've learned to move packages, then people, then entire streams of money. The next rung isn't about deals. It's about erasing mistakes quietly before they ever reach you. The network fixer. When your real product becomes silence. By sunrise, you're already cleaning up someone else's panic. A warehouse key in your palm. A roll of black trash bags. A bottle of acetone from a hardware store that doesn't ask for ID. You check a ledger that isn't written down, who talked too loud, who drank too much, who got pulled over with the wrong trunk. A contact at the municipal impound wants the fee in cash, folded flat inside a phone book. Problems come in textures. A seized pickup you have to buy back through a straw owner. A rookie cop who needs to lose a report number. A cousin's girlfriend who saw rifles stacked like firewood and won't stop asking questions. You tell yourself it's damage control. You tell yourself you're preventing noise. You tell yourself you're keeping everyone alive. Then you realize you can't fix what you can't see, and half your work is hunting for shadows. You don't get paid like a runner. You get paid in exemptions, your name removed from lists, your number answered at any hour, your mistakes forgiven once. At this level, you don't carry a gun to win. You carry it to keep the story straight. The ghost supplier. When even your allies only know the mask. Your phone never rings from the same number twice. Burner to burner. Code words that change every week. The rifles don't come from a guy anymore, they come from patterns. A port where containers sit unscanned for 9 minutes. A military depot with an inventory system that always lags. A shipping broker in Miami who files manifests like fiction. You move through airports with nothing but a passport and a calm face. You run supply the way a surgeon runs blood. End-user certificates printed on thick paper. Serial numbers swapped with engraved plates. Pallets wrapped in stretch film, labeled ceramic tile, weighed to match the bill of lading down to the kilogram. You tell yourself you're invisible because you're careful. You tell yourself you're untouchable because you're useful. You tell yourself you're only a vendor. But vendors get replaced, and replacement starts with someone learning your real name. Power is distance. You can starve a plaza by delaying 1 crate, or flood it by speeding up 3. The cost is that you can't admit where anything comes from, not even to yourself. At the top, you don't disappear from enemies, you disappear from mirrors. No rank frees you from the same nightly inventory. Names you can't say, addresses you won't write, faces you pretend you've never met. The work grows cleaner on paper and dirtier in the body. You learn that loyalty is measured in what you don't reveal, even when it would make breathing easier. The pipeline never ends. It just narrows until only you fit through.